So it's been a month since that massive downer we got with Heroes in Crisis issue number 1, and no reaction happened whatsoever from it. I'm like, it's not like people were immediately pissed off and were wondering why Dan DiDio was so obsessed in trying to kill off Wally West, because that would be crazy. Yeah, people were mad about that. I understood that perception. So, and I just keep saying the only way I can justify Wally West being killed is if they go with Dr. Manhattan. That's the only way I can buy into this. That Dr. Manhattan had a role in this to kill Wally West. Everyone else was just gigantic collateral damage. Something tells me they're not going to do that because that would actually make too much sense. So here we are with Heroes in Crisis number 2. The continuing 9-issue series of the Heroes in Crisis storyline by Tom King and drawn by Clayman, I believe his name is. Yeah, that's actually his name. I'm actually kind of a little surprised by that. But anyways, we start off with basically this introduction of the confessionals, which I found to be the best parts of it because it at least gives the subtle facial expressions mostly telling me what's going through their mind. And we learned that Poison Ivy was an attendant here in Sanctuary, which of course was addressed in Batman by Tom King, the series when he was still dating Catwoman and it looked like the marriage was going to happen. Then they copped out on that because he liked to joke to them. But yeah, Poison Ivy was there, and I'm just thinking, wait, what? Poison Ivy is at a superhero rehabilitation center? You're just asking for someone to shoot up the place, aren't you? Like, this is filled with heroes. I know a lot of heroes can take on Poison Ivy, but still, how many more criminals are you going to bring in? Like, it was already a stretch for Harley Quinn being an anti-hero role, but Poison Ivy, she even admits that I shouldn't be here. You're made for heroes. I'm a terrorist. I fight Batman with vines and kisses. But then she just says Harley said, and then Harley barges into the confessional, much to Poison Ivy's shock and anger. And yeah, here's the thing about these two. You see, in the DC Rebirth New 52 continuity, Harley Quinn left the Joker. Yeah, they did that, and she went ahead and got into a relationship with Poison Ivy. So yeah, and I realized, like, wait, so that means she's dead? Oh god, you realize they have a show coming out with Harley Quinn and Poison Ivy playing a major role, right? In that Harley Quinn cartoon show they're making on DC Universe. And they basically said, hey, you hear that character that's currently getting a lot of popularity and we're going to make her a central focus in our TV show? Well, we could promote her with the comics and whatnot to promote her character and just show more what you could expect. Screw that. Let's kill her off. But yeah, this scene actually is kind of interesting because Poison Ivy, every time when Harley Quinn is just trying to get under her skin, metaphorically speaking, you noticed in one panel she's kind of slightly smiling and then just goes back to being frowned and angry when Harley reveals that she did not get someone to water the plants while she was gone. Yeah, and I'm trying to wonder, how did she get into Sanctuary? You mean to tell me that Harley was at Sanctuary somehow? And yeah, it says, she says this: you are not supposed to be here. You have to be invited or picked, or I don't know. You're not even supposed to know where here is. And I'm like, wait. So how does she know that? Did she get it out of someone's head? Did she beat the crap out of somebody until they talked? Or did someone who I might add is naked and dresses up in blue and his blue skin probably influenced her mind and did something with that and told her the location of this since he's omnipresent? Oh wait, that would probably make too much sense. I'm still advocating for that. So yeah, apparently Harley Quinn's dead. And then we cut to the Penguin. And yeah, Harley Quinn basically needs help. Basically everyone's going to be after her soon. Which does make me wonder something. Wasn't the Penguin killed back in Red Hood and the Outlaws, issue number 24, I think? I haven't caught up with that, but I do recall that the Penguin was shot and killed. I even asked that. I even wondered that why was he in Doomsday Clock if he was killed off? Was that a clone, a double, or somebody? Okay, I'm just left wondering. But yeah. And then we cut back to the Trinity, basically trying to look into what the hell happened and look at the bodies of the Sanctuary victims. And basically they're demanding that Batman just goes in and says, okay, look, Sanctuary, yes, it's anonymous. It deletes all the files, but let's be real, Batman. You're Batman. You are more, like, in one universe, like, Superman even says it, like, Bruce, please, can we skip the usual lie? You build a back door to spy on our weaknesses. If it is what you do, it's what you do. You prepare for if any of us turn. I'm like, you in one universe, I knew before the New 52 reboot happened that you went ahead and built a gigantic satellite named Brother Eye to spy on everybody. Then it went rogue and tried to kill everybody, destroy Wonder Woman's reputation. But I don't think I should mention that because, well, Diana will probably kick your ass. Probably. So, yeah, Batman is performing an autopsy in the Batsuit. Okay. And he's wearing gloves within gloves. Okay. And then Superman points out the freaking obvious. You probably have a kryptonite hidden in your bat belt. And Batman just says, I don't. Yes, I prepare. But I do not have kryptonite in my bat belt. And I'm just thinking, Batman, the day comes when I believe that is the day you marry Catwoman, which means it's probably never going to happen. And, yeah. And Batman just keeps trying to say, that's not true, it needed to be anonymous or stayed anonymous. I know because I was there often. And, yeah. And then he talks about this weird teeth, this mechanical teeth thing, like someone's made him swallow it. And it looks like it indicates that it's Harley Quinn. Except that could mean multiple things. It could even mean the Joker, right? Even then, I have a hard time believing the Joker, while insane, can't kill Wally West. We then cut to a confessional of Batman standing and brooding in his trademark brooding attitude before he removes his hood, sits down, and talks about his confession about how he had partners working with him, who they became his family, and how they all died a lot. And then he just says he's sorry. That's basically it. And then we get back to Booster Gold, everybody. Basically, Skits is trying to find him, and yeah. Basically, Booster Gold had to get healed after somehow getting his ass kicked by Harley Quinzel. Somehow. And then Booster Gold explains that, so I was in a sanctuary because I was crazy. And I'm just thinking, no. That is not what going to sanctuary means. Okay, saying you're crazy, just saying that directly. Yeah, here's the thing. I found that line very weird coming from Tom King. Because he's a former CIA operative who operated in the Iraq War. At least that's what he says in interviews. And I don't think he himself would describe himself as crazy. He would go and say very complex medical wording, like I have PTSD, I have anxiety disorder or something, panic issues, like and whatnot. And yeah, I'm just like, wait, why are you being so blunt that you're crazy? Like that just. You could just say because I needed help or whatnot. And then he says he watched Harley Quinn kill everybody. Once again, Booster should have realized the second he said that. It's like, wait, how did she kill the fastest man alive? Wait, that doesn't make sense. In fact, wait, how did she kill Hotspot? In fact, now that I think about it, she would put on an extravagant show knowing her past relationship with the Joker. So yeah, Booster should have realized something was up with that theory. And then he recaps about what happened in chapter 1, where he says that Harley told him that you killed everybody. And then Skitz just says, oh. And then we see Harley Quinn out of nowhere, quite honestly, dressing up in her old outfit from the Batman the Animated Series. And I'm just wondering is, okay, you're talking to a penguin in a warehouse. What the hell happened? We get this massive time gap that just happened, and I'm just wondering what the hell happened. And then the lights come on, and then the Trinity shows up, much to Harley Quinn's not-so-normal surprise. And basically, Booster Gold and Skitz are having a banter talk, saying, should I turn myself in? Yes, you should turn yourself in. I don't think I should turn myself in. No, you absolutely should turn yourself in. This basically amounts to what Linkara would say. I should do something. Should you do something? I should do something. Should you do something? I should do something. Oh god, you're not gonna listen. And Booster just keeps countering that if I turn myself in, everyone will think I did it. And maybe I did, and maybe I didn't. Or if I turn myself in, everyone will think I didn't do it, and maybe I did. And then Skitz just points at the freaking obvious and saying, I'm worried about you. And yeah, then Booster just tells him not to worry, and I'm like, didn't you just say 2 to 3 pages ago that you were saying you were crazy? And then he just says, what would Batman do? And I'm just thinking of all the jokes I can just go with this, so I'll just go with the best one. He would tell you rock and roll did it and decree anyone guilty. Because that's how Batman operates. Okay, I read Batman the White Knight. I'll probably get to that at a later date, but here's the best way to describe it. From that character criticism of Batman's character, I came to realize something. Batman doesn't believe in redemption as much as he says he does. So anyways, moving on from that, Skitz says Batman would turn himself in. Solve the mystery, Booster Gold says. I was hoping for him to turn himself in. Nope. He solved the mystery. 90% sure. 73% sure. Such banter over the bloody massacre that Booster or Harley might have caused that may have been involving Dr. Manhattan with a comedian in some way. Oh, you are hilarious, Booster. So, yeah, Harley Quinn basically explains that Booster did it, and they're demanding answers of what the hell happened. And then, in the most bizarre what the WTF moment, I'm wondering is, how am I supposed to believe that Harley gets the jump on the Trinity? Yeah, that actually happened. You see, she takes the lasso of truth and starts to sing again, catches Batman, wraps the rope around his neck. Superman is about to stop him, and then Wonder Woman says she'll break his neck because before you break the lasso. And I'm just thinking, wait, isn't Superman faster than a speeding bullet? I just left. Wait, or am I thinking this is the Silver Age Superman? Except that was taken over exaggeration. That was what the media said. Okay, fine, I'll just buy that. But there's probably 6 different ways you can stop this. And then we get the obvious thing that I knew was coming. Harley Quinn says this in her continuing fun. Hey, Bat Hostage! Now that you can't lie or nothing, you got anything fancy on you? Like something to fight Superman with? And Superman just says he does it, and then Batman answers in his trademark, I am Bat Dick, and I am an asshole. There's kryptonite in my bat belt. 3rd pouch on the left. Lead container. And Wonder Woman just says, Batman. She might as well just put it in her side saying, oh, Batman. And then I would just be like, oh, Bruce. You're kind of an asshole sometimes. And sure enough, Harley Quinn unleashes the kryptonite, escaping when she reminds everybody that Booster did it. And then we get Wonder Woman's confessional about how basically when she's talking about this, she basically is having these nightmares of swords piercing her and yelling out for her mother, and basically she has these PTSD moments, and she doesn't think she deserves the help because she knows that there are people who are having it worse and would prefer to bite her lip, but it clearly gets to her, and then she just says thank you to the computer and leaves. And then we get to Barry Allen. I've been waiting to see what Barry Allen's going to do. Let's see what Booster Gold's going to do about this. It's not like he's going to play the dumbass card and tell Barry that Wally's dead. Right. Flash, man! I'm so sorry to interrupt. So, on the Sanctuary thing, I'm doing with what Batman would do. Or what I'm like 63% sure he would do. Anyway, I was wondering if you done autopsies yet. And Barry just says, Booster, what? Why? What are you talking about? And then that made me realize something. I'm gonna ask, what was the time jump between Green Arrow and issue number 2? And if so, how the hell did Barry not know about anything that happened? Like, at all? Like, you would think Barry would show up because Wally's dead and Arsenal was Wally's friend. So Barry would go to Arsenal's funeral out of respect. That just made me realize that kind of makes no sense now. So, yeah, Booster then explains, like, clues and stuff are not usually my deal. Just trying to figure out where to start. And I was thinking, the bodies. But what do I know about bodies? But Flash, that dude knows all about bodies and science. Okay, Booster, okay, I could probably buy that you're trying to use your humor as a way to cope with everything that happened. But you do realize you're kind of going to piss Barry off what you're about to do, aren't you? And then Barry just says, are you okay? What bodies? Oh, you know, like everyone who was there when Harley, and then Skip's trying to be the voice of reason saying, Booster, he doesn't know. Shut up. And then Booster just ignores him and says, or maybe I killed everybody, like Arsenal, shut up. Blue Jay, please shut up. Ivy, now shut up. Wally, and that when Barry goes ahead, runs off to confirm he's dead, when Booster just wonders, where is he going? You are a dumbass, Booster. Wait, why are you being such an idiot right now? And then Skitch just says, I don't know. Booster, perhaps to find Wally, confirm he's dead, and also to see if any evidence on him points to you as the killer. Ah. And how long do you think that will take? Well, he is the fastest man alive, so probably not long. And then Barry comes back and punches Booster in the face. What did you do? With tears in his eyes. And I'm just thinking, Booster was an idiot and he was playing the dumbass card for no particular reason, even though he could have just, turned himself in, got questioned by Wonder Woman with the lasso of truth. You know the lasso of truth, the thing that can make anyone tell the truth. Maybe offer a perspective, point to a naked blue man probably getting into his head. Anything that would have been, let's go ahead, tell people, and then make the situation worse. Oh, wait, I can't. Booster's an idiot in this story right now. And, yeah. And then Superman just says, you have her? And then Batman just speaks to Superman and say, you have her? And Superman just responds, I see how she got the drop on you, Bruce. She's good. As good as you. I don't know what happened in the New 52 continuity or the DC Rebirth movement, but I really am wondering what the hell happened to make him even make that statement. And Batman, of course, is pissed off, saying she is not as boys, not the time, Wonder Woman says. And I'm just thinking what Bruce would have said. She is not as good as me. I am Batman. And I can breathe in space. And Superman realizes something. Wait. No. They ask out, is it Harley? And no. Superman knows what's going to happen. Barry's got a booster and he's about to do something drastic. And then rushes off to try and stop the inevitable death scene, probably. Or at least attempted death scene. Then we cut back to Harley somehow on a pier on the top of a bridge. Yeah, I thought it was a pier, but then I realized it was a bridge. And basically, she's expressing all this regret she has in her. Basically, how she shouldn't let anyone hurt her, not followed her to Sanctuary, told you to go to Sanctuary, told her that she loved her, that they shouldn't have met, that she should have run from Mr. J, that she shouldn't have loved Mr. J, and that she should have helped Mr. J. She shouldn't have let anyone change her, and she says, I shouldn't have let anyone hurt me. And then we move forward to Daily Planet. Yay. Miss Lane. Yeah, she's being interviewed by she's being talked to by another coworker. I know she has a name, I just don't remember, so I'm not going to look that up. So, some files came in for you on the whistleblower drop. And, yeah, they're basically talking. I'm trying to understand what the hell the dialogue even supposed to be, because there's so many dialogue balloons. I'm trying to figure out what the hell is, like, is she speaking to her, or is she speaking to herself? So, yeah, and then, basically, her friend is explaining that there was this file with an attachment, and this attachment is just a superhero arsenal talking about to a camera for a while about doing drugs and stuff. The message with the attachment just said, our heroes hide themselves from us. From Sanctuary, here's the truth. More truths will be coming. And whoever sent it signed it the Puddlers. That leads to Lois Lane finally paying attention and say, wait, what did you say? I don't think I can go ahead and explain all that again. That's going to take too long, and you're clearly going to ignore me until I say it again. And then we get our final confessional, Superman. And then he just talks about his multiple identities he's living with. How he was raised, grew up as Clark Kent. Then he comes in and realizes he's an alien. And then he becomes Superman. And then he talks about this whole hiding his identity, and he's worried if it gets out. So, yeah, and then you realize, yeah, that's kind of understanding he's suffering from an identity issue, because one minute he was Clark Kent, then he realizes he's Kal-El, and then he realizes he's Superman. Yeah, he's living with three identities. Yes, I know Superman and Kal-El are technically one and the same, but if you think about it, like, no one knows Kal-El's name, and if someone did know about Kal-El's name, they would think, oh, that's probably an alien. But they probably wouldn't put two and two together unless there was a photographic evidence that says, that's Superman. Or Superman already confirmed this in an interview about how he was Kal-El, or something like that, or he just say it was from Krypton. But yeah, that's where the second issue ends, and it ends with Superman saying that he can't say these things. He's just worried that if it gets out. So yeah, this is, I don't know what to say. I want to say it's a mixed bag. I don't hate it, but I didn't find it as, like, at least issue 1 had the gall to say, we're going to open up with murder and death and bring something memorable to the table to make you remember this issue. This issue is more along the lines, made me think of several things. One, Harley Quinn has apparently learned the ability to teleport and change her clothes without any explanation. She also knows how to defeat the Trinity. She just needs to choke Batman some with a lasso of truth and get the drop on Wonder Woman's compassion. Ivy's dead. Booster Gold's a dumbass for various good reasons. And yeah, Lois Lane is apparently ignoring somebody until they tell him that, oh, there was a gigantic murder. And I'm once again saying that this can all be fixed in my mind if you just simply say 3 words. Wait, 4 words. Dr. Manhattan did it. There. You just need to say those 4 words. Just issue 8 or 9. Just say it was Dr. Manhattan. And I will say, okay, that completely justifies what happened in my mind. Because I can understand why Dr. Manhattan did this. Because he doesn't want to be found. Wally West is trying to find him. All this crap that happened. And he's trying to keep his identity a secret. At least until Doomsday Clock when he fights Superman. Or at least confronts him. But still, yeah, that's the only way I can buy into the idea that Dr. Manhattan did this. That he's trying to keep himself hidden. So he's going to try and manipulate certain people with his powers. Well, basically he's God, to basically control somebody or influence somebody to just go on a rampage and start shooting up the place until everyone's collateral damage. That's the only way I say it's going to be justified in my mind, but part of me gets the feeling that's not where they're going to go with this, and that will probably be disappointing. So they either have to go really, really good with this, or they just go with the safest route and justifiable route is that Dr. Manhattan did it. Because literally think about it. Heroes in Crisis is somewhat mentioned in Doomsday Clock during the whole League of Supervillainy talking about whether or not they should go to Black Adam's country, about how there was a shoot-up going on, which means that they already spoiled, and just like it was said in descriptions for a later issue in Heroes in Crisis, that there's going to be a massive leak about the Sanctuary and all hell's going to break loose. So clearly, this is where it's going. The villains are going to find out, they're going to learn about Sanctuary, and they're going to realize, oh wait, the world's been fucked up. And like I said, there's been word going around that it might have been the Joker, and I have a hard time believing that. But anyways, so yeah, Heroes in Crisis issue number 2, it's a mixed bag for me. The artwork is fantastic. I did love the confessionals, and I love the subtle facial changes in order to show the subtlety going on. And yeah, but there's also the whole Booster Gold being an idiot, Harley Quinn apparently being the god cosmic, apparently enough to... In fact, I'm pretty sure they would write her in to say she could take on Dr. Manhattan, even though that makes next to no sense. I'm like, I can get the character thinking she could just smash the god of all things' head in, but they wouldn't really write that, they wouldn't really go forward with it, because Dr. Manhattan could just snap his fingers and boom, she's evaporated from existence. Like Thanos with the Infinity Gauntlet, except this was using science and not stones by cosmic entities. So, yeah, Heroes in Crisis issue number 2. Those were my thoughts on it. This was Neo Reality Entertainment. If you like, comment, subscribe.